between your road musicians who will take sessions when they're home and can do it out of their home studio in their bedroom, you know?
Okay, so that's something that has changed.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. So you end up with the largest country music act in the world with Luke Combs. Before that, what was your first sort of big name that you felt almost intimidated to be on stage with? Was there one?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Okay.
It was just very much like, have bass, will travel. And so I freelanced for a lot of different artists. And there was a couple of years there where I was learning, you know, songs for 18 different acts in a year. You know, I was like on their call list and their roster, and it was just like, got my name and my phone number into a couple different phones, and, you know, they passed on my my contact info when anytime somebody would need a bass player. And at a certain point, the phone just kept ringing and kept ringing, and I was charting and sleeping in the back of 15-passenger vans, and away we went.
Away he went. Wow. And that's another thing that I learned about the music industry. I didn't know that the fact that you were playing with Luke Combs must have meant that you're the greatest bass player, not only in Nashville, but probably in the world.
No, goodness gracious, no. You know, my time with Luke, I was with Luke for 5 years, and I've been with Brantley Gilbert now since 2001, since the end of 2001, beginning of 2022, so 3.5 years. It's very much I got into Nashville, started shaking hands and making friends.
So it's very relational. It isn't necessarily. Well,
yeah, I think there's a certain threshold where you have to be able to show up and execute well.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be a virtuoso in order to keep those kinds of gigs.
Yeah.
You know? And in fact, early on, I've still got a lot of friends, brothers in that camp. And we'll all tell you, like, the whole was definitely greater than the sum of the parts when it came to that. And during the 5 years that I was with Luke, we kind of had a chip on our shoulders because we were the underdogs. We were the dark horse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like everybody was just kind of waiting for the rug to get pulled on something like that, you know? But we kept growing together, showing up, and working hard and making some strides.
Yeah.
Towards becoming better musicians, putting on a better show.
Yeah. Life on the road.
Mm-hmm.
What comes to mind when someone says those words?
It's not all the dirt. You know what I mean? You think about the Motley Crue movie.
Sure.
That no, it's. I'm afraid that if people had that idea, they would be sorely disappointed. It depends. There's two types of touring. There's mainly two types of touring. Out of Nashville, because we're so centrally located here in the Southeast, a lot of places are relatively easy to get to within a day's journey, right? So the touring out of Nashville, and because of us being in the South and still being a very family-oriented culture, tends to be weekend warrior stuff, where we'll leave Wednesday night, drive through the night, and we'll play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we're back home Sunday morning, right?
Yeah.
So I've got half my week at home and then half my week out on the road. So that's the weekend warrior style. That's definitely what I'm most used to. And when you do that, it's out and in. It's like you wake up, you get catering, you got sound check, you know, and maybe a couple hours during the day to pop out and soak up some of the local culture, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But then there's the other style of touring, which we can get to here in a bit.
Right. So you played some incredible venues, massive crowds, awesome energy. And I know there have been some incredibly good moments.
Yes.
There was also an incredibly bad moment.
Yeah, I had a few of those.
I'm talking about specifically October 1st, 2017. Route 91 Harvest Music Festival on the Strip in Las Vegas.
Yep.
A gunman opens fire on the crowd from his 32nd floor suite from the Mandalay Bay Hotel, and you were there. And we're going to talk about that because that's how we met shortly after that.
We did, yep.
And we're going to talk about that when we come back. You are listening to the Roundtable on WGNS.
for 75 years. Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
What's the location of your emergency? Well, I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate. We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
Sign-ups are going on right now for First Shot's Winter Basketball League in Rutherford County. Coach Andy Herzer guides kids to sharpen basketball skills and build teamwork through exciting clinics and games. Since 2003, First Shot has empowered youth to grow in mind, spirit, and body. Don't miss out. Join the fun and develop lifelong skills. Visit firstshottn.org today and register for the Winter Basketball League. That's firstshottn.org. Basketball League in Rutherford County. Coach Andy Herzer guides kids to sharpen basketball skills and build teamwork through exciting clinics and games. Since 2003, First Shot has empowered youth to grow in mind, spirit, and body. Don't miss out. Join the fun and develop lifelong skills. Visit firstshottn.org today and register for the Winter Basketball League. That's firstshottn.org.
Hi, my name is Diane Davenport, and I just want to tell you about Adams Place. It is a wonderful place to live. Before I moved in here, a friend and I came together, and we always ate lunch and walked around. Do I know you? Are you new here? It's very nice because it's easy to be in your own home and be isolated. It's nice to just come out of your apartment and find someone that says, hello, how are you? I mean, it just makes you feel good.
This is Terry Deal. Come tour Adams Place and discover living a dream in your senior years.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by the law offices of John Day, AmeriCare Pest Control, and Old National Bank.
In today's changing world, you need a financial planner that you're comfortable with. Rely on the bonds that you've built with trusted friends at Old National Bank on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard here in the borough. And if you just moved here, visit us and enjoy warm, homemade cookies.
Honey, the cookies are ready.
Like Grandma used to make. Old National Bank. We're better together.
2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
All this year, WGNS is celebrating 78 years of giving you local news, weather, and sports. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, are you new to town? Would you like to learn more about our local history? Come on over to the one-room Ransom Schoolhouse this Saturday, anytime between 9 in the morning and noon. Members of the Rutherford County